I've been getting a ton of messages and comments on the last video asking me for the name of the party whose manifesto I discussed. I think it's probably the first video that I've posted where there's been broad agreement on the policies in the comments, but obviously some people are still a bit skeptical. So just to give you a brief confirmation of these policy ideas, I'll include the policies from their manifesto. I spoke about them wanting to deliver 370,000 homes over the lifetime of government, which you can see here. I discussed them wanting to have a fair and common sense approach to immigration, which you can see here. And I discussed things like having the largest Garda recruitment drive in the history of the state, adding 5,000 new hospital beds, affordable childcare and scrapping the USC. The comments were mostly positive, with lots of people saying that they'll definitely vote for them and some people even saying that they'll join them, so it's great to see a sense of unity on that. And of course you had some people saying that it was too good to be true, or that the party would never become popular enough to win an election, and I have some good news for you. The policies that I listed weren't actually the policies of a new up and coming party. They were the policies of the second largest party in Ireland. And what that video proved was that people aren't actually annoyed at Sinn Féin's policies. They agree with them. So all of this bluster about Sinn Féin having the same policies as Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil isn't actually true. And the people saying that have quite clearly never read the policies that they're criticising. And as I always say, support them, don't support them, that's entirely up to you. And if you don't think that Sinn Féin represents you or your beliefs, then absolutely find a party that does. But if you watched that last video and you found yourself agreeing with the policies, but now you've changed your mind because you found out that they're Sinn Féin's, then you need to ask yourself a question. Do you disagree with their policies? Do you disagree that the EU Migration Pact was a bad idea? Do you disagree that we should end self-deportation orders? Do you disagree that we should stop housing asylum seekers in hotels? Or do you dislike Sinn Féin because of things that they may have said or done in the past, despite agreeing with them on policy? In which case, if we apply that same logic across the board, you also wouldn't support, say, Conor McGregor, despite agreeing with his ideas. And the reason I ask is because I've heard people saying, well, you don't have to agree with the things he said or done in the past, you just have to agree with his ideas or his messages. And if that's the case, then it looks like Sinn Féin have just won a lot more voters.